Hi, we're going to talk about conditional sentence and the importance of conditionals. Next. My name is Juan Benavides, and our team are made of Christian Cusato, Maria G. Blanco, Maria Di Cuervo, Samira Cumana. Next. Okay, there's our table of content. Next. Okay, introduction to conditional. Making conditional sentence is an everyday part of your native language, and introducing them to your English conversation can really improve your level of communication. There are 4 conditionals in total, and you will learn to use them gradually, obviously starting with the most basic one, the zero and first conditional. To have a general idea of how the conditionals work, take a look at this overview so you can start to get an idea of what they are and when we use them. Okay, next. Conditional basics. The use of the conditional means that one action depends on another. Conditionals are used to talk about real and unreal situations. In general, conditional sentences carry the word if. Note that there is no tense for the conditional in English as there is in Spanish. At the same time, the auxiliary verb will is used to form the conditional in English. There are 4 types of conditional phrases, and the use of one or the other reflects the probability of the action. Next.
First, we have the zero conditional. Next. It is used for express real facts generally of a professional or scientific nature. We have 2 options. The option 1 is if plus condition plus result. And we have an example that is if you mix red and blue, you get purple. And option 2 is result plus if plus condition. And we have another example that is an ice cube melts if you put it in the sun. Next.
Hi everyone, I am going to talk about first conditional. We use the first conditional to express a real or very probable situation in the present or future. It's for things that will possibly happen in the future if a condition is met, and we are predicting a likely result in the future if a certain conditions happen. The first conditional use present simple in the if clause and future simple in the main clause. We have examples like if you talk to someone, you will feel much better. If you talk to someone is a condition and the result is you will feel much better. We have another example like if you come with me, I will make it worthwhile for you. Now, we use the first conditional to talking about possible plans, promises, warnings, threats, or for persuading someone. We are predicting a likely result in the future if a condition is fulfilled. We need to remind that when we use the if clause at first, we usually add comma. If the if clause comes second, we don't need to use a comma. Some examples are if you bully someone, you will have big consequences. In this example, the if clause comes first. And in the second sentence, if you will have big consequence if you bully someone, the if clause comes second and we don't need to put a comma. Next.
Hi, and now we're going to talk about the second condition. Next. Okay, we can use the second conditional to talk about things in the future that probably not going to be true. Another way to use it is to talk about things in the present that are impossible or to give an advice. In these cases, it's common to use I were instead of I was, but you can choose which one to use. In other words, it means if this thing happened, that will happen. The structure is, in the if clause is if and the verb in past simple. the main clause is would and the verb in infinitive. An example of that is, if I were you, I will quit smoking. Next.
I'm going to talk about the third conditional. Next. Uses. The third conditional is used to talk about the past, but not about something that happened, but about something that could have happened, about the consequences in a hypothetical future, and about whether the past event would have happened differently. The if clause is if plus past perfect tense. The main clause would, could, might, plus have, plus past participle. And the example can be if it hadn't rained, we would have gone fishing. Next. Native speakers often shorten the word would to the apostrophe D. It is also acceptable in informal writing. And in speech, it is common to contract have to apostrophe V in the third conditional. Here we have more examples like, if she had studied, she would have passed the exam. And if I hadn't eaten so much, I wouldn't have felt sick. Next.
Okay, so before we make the conclusion, let's check some games that we prepare for you class. Okay, let's go to the game right now.
Now, in this game, we will play a series of questions about conditionals. Let's get started. The first question is true or false? A conditional sentence is based on the word if. True or false?
That will be true.
Okay. And that's right. Let's go to the next question. Conditional sentences are a statement discussing about factors or hypothetical situation and their consequences.
That will be true. Also true.
And that's correct again. The next question is, if present simple and present simple if as a structure for.
I'm gonna take this. It's zero conditional.
And that's right. The next question is,
That's it. First conditional.
Perfect. Let's go to the next question. Okay. The structure if plus past simple, would plus infinitive, it's a structure for.
It will be second conditional.
Perfect. Next. Okay. The structure if plus past perfect, will have plus past perfect, it's a structure for.
It will be third conditional.
Okay. And that's correct. Perfect. Okay. sentence, if you cry because someone bullies you, you have a headache. It's an structure for.
Zero conditional.
Zero conditional. That will be correct. Okay. Okay. If I see her, I will talk to her about her bad behavior with the new student. That is an instructor for.
First conditional.
Perfect. Okay. This one, I think Christian can answer this. If I were you, I wouldn't make fun of someone else's appearance. There's an instructor for Christian.
It's a second conditional.
Okay.
Let's go.
And the last question of the quiz. If I had known, I would have helped you seek help to overcome your depression. That is a structure for which conditional?
Third conditional.
That's it.
Third conditional? That will be true. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So we have another game. Okay, so in this game, we have to point and select the other sentence that connect the sentence. Okay. So you can use the tool of the pencil, I think. Okay, so let's check. Make the connections. Okay. That will be 100 over 100 score. Perfect. So let's go to the conclusion right now. So in summary, a conditional sentence is a type of sentence that states a condition and the outcome of that condition occurring. Conditional sentences are made up of a dependent clause and an independent clause joined to express said condition. In short, conditionals are extremely important in the English language because they help us express things that may happen in the present and future. Conditionals serve many purposes and take several different forms. They can be used to give advice, express regret, and discuss facts, among other things. And now you have seen all the conditionals and start practicing by using them, following the structure patterns, writing, make some of your own examples, and with practice, it will become very easy. Next. Well, I hope you enjoyed this class and we'll be prepared for the next one. Thank you very much, and thank you for your attention.